My name is Julia Wood. I'm a fifth-year business student with a minor in political science, and I am running for VP External Affairs.
My name is Olivier Kaitaba, and I'm running to become your Vice President of External Affairs. This year I had the honor to work as your elected chair of Board of Directors for the Brock University Student Union.
My name is Calvin Eady, and I'm running for Vice President External Affairs of the Students' Union.
Hey there, Badgers. My name is Antonio Sergi. I'm running to be Vice President External Affairs for one more year.
I am running because I'm a fifth-year student now, and I've been involved in university and student life through many different facets, and I've really become passionate about this university. The past year I've been a BUSU employee, and I've really become passionate about BUSU and how we can really improve the student experience. So ultimately, my goal is to, as best as I can, improve the student experience and do what's best for Brock students.
The reason why I chose to run for Vice President of External Affairs because I feel that it's time to bring a change to BUSU.
I'm running because this year I was given some incredible opportunities to not only see this country, but to engage with students from coast to coast, and their wants, needs, and concerns are all the same. And I think I've spent the last year not only going through the learning curve, but also developing a network with our political partners that are going to bring some exciting things, not only to the campus, to the region, and to the province, but nationally as well.
I'm running for Vice President of External Affairs because I have a lot of experience with the Students' Union as well as different levels of government, and I think that I am the best person to represent students to the various levels of government and through USA and CASA and run the advocacy department.
So ultimately, I think one of the biggest issues that students face is debt. And the external profile really looks at different levels of how we can improve the student life. So we look at an internal way, a provincial way, and then a federal way. My platform really, I try to focus, my major point is focusing on how I can reduce debt on all three levels. So internally at Brock, I want to make food easier, more easily accessible. I want to make it cheaper. I would like to reduce the price of textbooks and have open access to textbooks and learning materials online.
There are three main focuses that I have on my platform. Number one, saving students money. I plan on doing so by lobbying for a tuition freeze. The thing on my platform is Mental Health Week. And I have a great project called the I Am Possible project that I want to introduce to students that may be suffering with any form of mental health. The third thing on my platform is a project that I put together called Silence is Not Always Golden. And what this project is a bereavement group that I want to put together with the help of a counselor that's meant to help students that's going through any type of personal traumas.
One of my points in my platform is about advocacy. So I want to collaborate more with other student groups on campus to run a better organized advocacy department, to run campaigns that will reach more students and have a bigger impact on student lives. I also want to focus on some pocketbook issues for students. So that would include some changes to OSAP loan repayment as well as the 30% off tuition grant. So right now the 30% off tuition grant only applies to students whose families are making below a certain amount of money, but it doesn't apply to ones that are making above that. And for financially independent students, that can be a huge barrier for them for their education.
After talking to thousands of students since I was in Smart Start, an advocacy coordinator, serving on the board, being a part of council, engaging with USA and CASA and our municipal regional folks, students all want the same thing. They want to be financially sustainable, they want to be academically successful, they want to build their communities, and they want better transit. So I've put together the FACT campaign, and I think that it covers a wide variety of student issues for students in every faculty program, and that they'll get something good out of it.
Students should vote for me because I think that I really try to reach out to students. I listen to their concerns. I have a social justice background just from my jobs working on campus. That's where my passions lie. And I think that I can combine those passions and the need for student like poverty programs and student relief programs. I can combine my experience there and really use it for the external position moving forward, really improve student life on campus.
The reason why I feel that students should vote for me is because I'm the most qualified candidate for this position. Not only do I have the knowledge, I have the experience, I have the drive, but most importantly, I'm always open to hearing any ideas that students have to make student life better.
Students should vote for me because I have the experience needed to do the job, as well as I have a strong track record of standing up for what's in the best interest of all students and standing up for transparency, openness, and accountability for the students.
I think the advantage that I bring to the table is I've spent the last year building up the networks that we need to bring real change and to improve post-secondary education. Also, I think that anytime you go into a job, whether it be working in a kitchen or working in an office, whatever the case is, there's always a learning curve. You got to adapt to your environment. You got to learn strategies of what works and what doesn't. And I spent the last year doing that. So I think one more year of this will allow me the opportunity to make the most out of it. No learning curve, jump headfirst into it. Actually, right after reading week, I'll be in Ottawa as part of my current role, lobbying to federal parliamentarians on some of the issues like affordable textbooks and financial aid and equity-seeking groups. So I just want to keep doing that one more time and give back to the students since you've given me so much.
I just really actually want you guys to go out and vote. So whether it's for me or for another candidate, I want you to be involved in student life. I want you to get out there and really make your voice heard on campus this election season.
Yes, students, get involved, get informed. You're only in university once, so make it the time of your life.
Remember to check your Brock email through February 9th to the 11th and vote Calvin Eady for Vice President of External Affairs.
I think if you get to know the candidates and what they stand for, what their platforms are about, you can make an engaged decision yourself on who best represents you. And I think that's the point of these elections as a whole. It's to put someone in place who can bring your wants, needs, and concerns to the people who are actually going to bring the changes. And that's something I hope to continue to do for one more year.